Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Why do I look like this? Because I was gaming. I took a break from gaming. So look at this. This is a brand new trailer for Fire Emblem Heroes right now. So we're going to take a look at it. And hope there's nothing on there that I want. That's the name of the game. All right. So I don't know what that means, but let's take a look. Are we set? There we go. Nothing but the highest quality setting for my viewers. You know me. I'm KCB, and I approve this reaction. There's no volume. That's embarrassing. Take two. All right. What we got? Okay. That sounds like Marth Games. No, not Marth Games. That's Nino? Oh, so safe.
I couldn't get to sleep last night at all.
So safe.
Sounds good.
Red Tome Nino. How about that? How about that? Attack speed finish. Okay. Times Pulse 4? I mean, Times Pulse 4. How cool. That's really neat. I like that. I want to give that to someone. Oh, hey, there was Ursula. Alright, so Ursula was the 5-star.
Now then, who do I have to kill around here to get my hands on a powerful tome?
Okay, well, that's just mean. Wait, so there's hope for BYLETH being the 4-star. Or Grail. Chill speed res 3. Okay, okay. Ursula's on a horse. We love that for her.
This is child's play.
Child's play, she says. Much like the gaming I was doing earlier. Because it was so easy. There's your 4-star BYLETH! They said I was crazy. They said they'd never do it. They don't watch KCB, Brian. Ha! Oh. That's right, gamers. You subscribe to this channel right now. You subscribe to this channel right now, gamers. Uh-huh.
This is how it's done.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, they did it all right. They did it all right. Everybody said I was crazy. I mean, oh, cool. A Lindalt. That's really neat.
How do you like the fashion of Khadein? I can understand its appeal.
Oh, no.
You
Oh,
can do
no.
this.
Oh, no. Remote Sparrow? What is that?
Yeah.
What is that? She's a red tome? I have to pull red? I don't want to pull red. I hate red. I mean, red is not fun to pull on. It has
Let's show them.
a lot of options in the non-focus pool. I don't know what's
Prepare
happening
to be
here.
impressed.
Wait, is that null, follow-up, shielding, and
Mindful.
times pulse? What does this do? Okay, we have to go back and actually read some things. I'm real confused.
Now's our chance. All right.
I'm real confused. Alright, if we don't see a Tempest Trials unit, I have my handy-dandy tablet right over to the side. No worries, no worries. Oh! Oh! Is that a Tempest Trials reward, Soren? Hold on. Hold on one moment. Hold on one moment. Pardon me. I do, after all, have aviators on in the dark. Which, it is difficult to see things. Soren. Wind of Tradition. Well, that's a win all around, isn't it? Soren fans unite. You probably won't win Choose Your Legend 7, but you got one right here. There you go. Alrighty. Well, that's a party and a half, let me tell you what. I think it's just a normal spark. Yep. Oof. I really don't like that at all. I really hate that, actually. I wonder if they'll make Soren a colorless tome. Did it show us? Did it show us? Oh, no, he's blue tone. Okay. No colorless. Interesting. Huh. Huh. How about that? How about that? Okay. All right. Well, no colorless on the banner. Nino. Color sharing with my beloved Lind. It's probably going to give me more copies of her than I want. Just adding fuel to the fire of why I dislike her so much. Not only did she bear the most annoying children in Fire Emblem history, she is now blocking me from obtaining Lady Lind. Not a fan of that. Alright, well. Let's see. We're Infantry Red Tome. So that's something. We got Glimmer. Attack speed finish. Speed preempt. Fair enough. Time spells 4. At start of turn, if special cooldown is at its maximum value. Grant special cooldown count -1. After combat, if special cooldown count is at its maximum value. Grant special cooldown count -1. I don't know if I see the appeal of that. Maybe for specials that only need 1 cooldown, I guess, and that way you always have your special procced. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, seems to be that way. Glimmer with slaying in the weapon, so it's actually a cooldown of 1. Alright, same page, same page. Alright, we're catching on, we're catching on. Child's Compass. She took it away so Rai could never find her again. Makes perfect sense. At start of turn, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants a unit cannot be slowed by terrain. Does not apply to impasse terrain. Team for 1 turn, and unit can move 1 extra space. That turn only does not stack. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants attack speed defense +5 during combat, and grants bonus to unit's attack speed equal to the number of bonus effects active on unit ×4, excluding stat bonus max of 16? Max value of 16. So 4 bonuses, right? Because that would be impossible, I think. And also if unit deals damage to foe using a special, excluding AoEs, reduces damage from foe's next attack by 50%. Once per combat, resets at end of combat, triggers even if 0 damage is dealt. Unit cannot be slowed by terrain. Does not apply to impassable terrain. So your buildings and stuff that you can't normally get through. This is stuff like trees. Trees. Basically trees. So it's kind of a callback to mages in Blazing Blade, and probably other installments as well, but it's the first time I encountered it. Where mages weren't slowed down by sand or desert terrain. So I think that's what this is a call to. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants an Omni buff of 5 during combat, grants a bonus to unit's attack and speed, equal to the number of bonus effects active on unit ×4. Interesting. Okay. So we're just buffing attack and speed more based on bonuses that we have. So that would be things like, you know, any visible buff that happens at start of turn. Pathfinder, I think, is a buff. I want to say, you know, stuff that affects you for an entire turn, basically. And next attack we get reduction by 50%. All right, fair enough. Pretty solid kit, I think. Where's Ursula here? Ursula is a green tone cav. Green tone cav. Interesting. Smaller kit, much easier to work with. Not really sure why she's a 5-star, but I guess it's just because of the high tier B skill here. It's your dual chill 3 now in a fun new speed res flavor. Nothing to really go over there. Panic Smoke 4. We've seen it. We know what it does. Foe penalty doubler. Yowza. We've got Moonbow on her. Crow's Crystal. We get Slaying, naturally. At start of turn, if unit speed is granted equals 25%. Grants unit cannot be slowed by terrain. So we have that same kind of terrain impasse. Cannot be slowed by terrain, desperation, and dominance to unit for 1 turn. Wow. So we're getting desperation and dominance at the start of turn if our HP is over a quarter. That's kind of goated, not gonna lie. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants attack speed plus 6 to unit during combat and neutralize effects that prevent units follow-up attacks. Yowza. Okay. Alright. Okay. This is good. That's pretty good. Now, in my opinion, the weapon, goated. Okay? That's pretty god tier, not gonna lie. However, outside the Panic Smoke 4, you're probably gonna want to rebuild the passives for A and maybe B. Does anybody actually use dual chills outside for like scoring purposes? I don't know that anybody really runs into these on the regular in like the average game modes that you're gonna come into. I'm personally not a fan of them though, so it may just be my bias talking. My bias is bigger than my aviators, so it's big. But yeah, I would probably kind of rework that. But other than that, the weapon is great to work with. You're getting bonuses granted to you already. That's dope. You're getting a nice little boost to your attack and speed. You get neutralizations that prevent your follow-ups. Very solid. And you're getting desperation, so you're probably going to... more than likely, did we see any speed stat on her? Did we see any speed stat? No, we went straight to the thing, didn't we? Well, I don't know if she'll be able to quad. I assume she will likely be able to just quad. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, no speed stat to speak of. Oh well. All right, on to the thing I'm going to gloat about for a hot minute because I was right. I was right. And if you doubted me, then you have subscribed to this channel right now. And I'll know if you don't. And then I'll think less of you. BYLETH here is a 4-star. He is an infantry blue tome after my own heart. Hello. And he's literally levitating an hourglass above his hand. So, I mean, he means business. Yeah, okay, well. Yep, 4-star for sure. But comes with Sublime Heaven and a preferred weapon. Hello. All right, so we got Speed Res Finish. 3 in the A, not bad. And Lull Speed Res 3 in B. That's pretty okay. That's pretty okay. Sometimes when there's a 4-star on a banner like this, They give them skills that came out like a year ago, and you're like, what the heck? Other times, they do this thing where they give you the tier 3 version of a newer skill that recently came out. And I believe we got Speed Res Finish 4 on Ascended Young Tiki. So, relatively recent? Absolutely. So I think this is shaping up to be a very, 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 very high value 4-star. Given that Sublime Heaven is here, that's kind of a crazy special. But what does Guide's Hourglass do? Accelerate special trigger. At start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants unit cannot be slowed by terrain. Interesting. And dodge to unit for 1 turn. Dodge is the effect that Speed Smoke 4 gives you, I think. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Omni Buff of 5 to unit and neutralizes effects that grant special cooldown charge plus X to foe or inflict special cooldown charge minus X on unit during combat. If unit is within 2 spaces of any allies, grants Omni Buff of 4 to those allies during combat. Well, how about that? How about that? Now, you could run a finish skill. For sure. Okay. You could do that. Or, given all of the drive distance, okay, given all of the drive distance, you could run a Unity skill on him instead, which would also protect his attack and speed stats from debuffering. And I think, if and I'm not mistaken, he would really, really, really appreciate you stealing this from Nino and giving it to him as well. Times plus 4. Probably looks really good for him. So, that is kind of a base run that I might look at personally. So, overall, pretty good. Nice art, too. This is dope. Alright. I mean, would they really do a BYLETH ult badly? Like, probably not, right? That would just be silly. And then there's this. Which... I know it's been a minute since we've had a Lind ult. But good lord, brother. Good lord, brother. Who is this with, then? So that must be Sarah, right? It's gotta be. Because we're looking at Thracia. So, let me explain. I love Lind. Okay? Lind is probably my best girl of choice from the Marth games. A lot of people are Sita fans. I am not one of them. Alright? I mean, I am a Sita fan. You get it. You understand. You hear me out. I don't think I have anything worth a good gosh golly darn for harmonized pairings from these two games. Because it's a Thracia pairing, it's a little more incentivizing for me. So I may have to go a little bit in. Fun fact, the reason you have not yet seen a Fallen Banner Revival summon from the Forging Ponds that's going on right now, I was waiting to see what this looked like. Because ain't no way your boy is throwing orbs at that banner if something good is happening here. Okay? That's just the way it is. But this is a very high value harmonized hero for me. Just off the bat. And the art's not bad either. And we love Julianne Taylor. She is the voice of Cordelia, for God's sake. Alright. What else? What else we got here? What we got here? Celestial Globe. That sounds fun. Luna. Defense Res Smoke 3. SR Far Trace 3. Remote Sparrow. If unit initiates combat, grants attack speed during combat and reduces damage from foe's first attack during combat by 30%. I'm confused. I'm confused. There's a lot happening here. There's a lot happening here. So, alright. So we have SR far trace implying that we should be able to double, right? We have defense res smoke 3, which you typically find on more tanky units that are going to nuke with just attack. And then we have remote sparrow, which is reducing damage from the first attack. So I'm confused by the SR far trace 3. So let's read this Yu-Gi-Oh card of a weapon skill and see if it makes any kind of sense after the fact. Alright. Accelerate special trigger. Wait, have we had a weapon that hasn't had slaying in it in like the last 6 months? Why don't they just reduce the cost of specials? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? This is insanity. At start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants unit cannot be slowed by terrain. And null follow-up to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Omni buff of 5 to unit during combat, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's speed, including when dealing damage with a special triggered before combat, and reduces the percentage of foes non-special. Reduce damage by X percent, skills by 50%. A foe with a reduced damage by 45% skill would reduce damage by 23 instead. Wow, so she's a tank. She's a speedy tank? Eh? Can she do it all? Sometimes you really can just have it all, and that seems to be what's happening here. Please explain. Harmonize skill. Okay. Grants resonant blades, dodge, and special cooldown charge +1 per attack during combat to unit and allies from the same titles as unit for 1 turn. Oh. Well, how about that? Okay. I get the feeling that pairing her up with, like, I don't know, Legendary Sita, for example, is, you know what I mean? Legendary Sita is already pretty bonkers. You know what I mean? And you throw in some Thracia friends? Sheesh. There's a lot that can be done with this. I'm kind of glad that it's not genealogy and that it's Thracia, because then this would also, I think, work with Legendary Sigurd, and that would be nuts. And that's not the kind of world I want to live in when I play Fire Emblem Heroes. So there's that. Alright. Let's just give everybody all the skills.
True magic.
Also, just to be clear, this account is a lie, okay? No one is running base Leaf and base Marth with this godly duo right here. Okay, it's just not going to happen. Nina can stay, okay? Or Nina. I don't remember how to say her name. She's Nina to me. She can stay because she's pretty. But other than that, you know you're running like a +10 legendary Marthwait right here. Like, that's what's going to happen. Okay. It's just going to. Okay, let's not pretend. Let's not beat around the bush here.
Prepare to be impressed.
Dude, that's nuts.
Be mindful.
We take a hit. It's reduced.
Our chance.
We Luna the life out of this blue Cav mage. Yowza. And I don't think we have anything on Soren yet. He's just here chilling. He's just here doing his thing. You know? Well, I'm going to be frank. I like this banner a lot. I think there's a little bit of something for everybody in it. I hate that it's color sharing with a Nino. Not a big fan of that. I don't know why this didn't make Nino colorless. It literally would have made no difference. Okay? Or make male BYLETH colorless. You know? Like, that's... Yeah, give the people a good value. Okay? Give a 4-star colorless tome in the way of Desert BYLETH here. And just completely make people go nuts. You know? Sag. But that's where we are. That's what we got going on. I love this. I'm a big Lind fan. Probably not many people know that about me, but I am. So I will definitely be pulling on this banner. I hope that I see literally no Ninos ever at all. I hate it. I hate the thought of it. I don't want to live in that world. I only want Linds. Okay? Lind is the goal. I'm going to think positively. Thinking positively. It may be one of those cases where I wait for the double special rerun. Because I know that she won't be paired with a 4-star in that way. And red is just a nasty pool for off-focus 5-stars. So, it may be a double special rerun type situation, but we will definitely we'll do a decent sized summon session for this one. Okay, it will be decent. Hopefully, it will be good. Will I see you there? That's the question. And by see you there, I mean will you watch the video? How can you know when the video goes live? You can just subscribe to the channel. Duh, it's that simple. Didn't you already do that? I told you because I got the 4-star male BYLETH call correct. You have to subscribe to the channel. If you didn't do it yet, do it now. Susan told me to remind you. Okay? She also told me to tell you to like and comment on this video too. Comment what exactly? Are you pulling on this banner? Do it. Or don't. It doesn't really make a difference to me. However, you should know that there's a lot of good stuff coming up as well. So just keep that in mind. Alright? Anyway, this video's over. I gotta get back to live streaming, which is what I was doing before this came out. Have you subscribed yet? Make sure that you do. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and until then, I will catch you next time.